All right, good morning. Want to give you some updates as to how things are coming along in the church and also in the community. Uh, there's a lot of little things, and because of that, I'm actually going to break up today's broadcast into three different ones and also three different posts on Facebook so you can more easily digest what's going on. Uh, so, this first video broadcast is going to be church and local news. Later on, there will be a broadcast on what you can do to help yourself and your family and the community and the church. And then it will be a third broadcast later today, a short Bible study on how God talked about how to deal with infectious disease all the way back in the book of Leviticus. So God's always been on top of things. I have complete and total faith, and I know you do too, in what He'll and how He'll handle this situation and what we need to do to handle this situation, because He's already told us. All right, so let's begin with the church and local news. First of all, there will be no Wednesday night Bible study this week. There will be instead an emergency board meeting at 7 p.m. Again, that will be in place of the normal Bible study on Wednesday nights. You can expect a plan communicated shortly after that for the next 8 weeks. Based on CDC recommendations, we need to be planning for the next 8 weeks. So we'll put something out as a leadership shortly after that. Some other items. There is a moratorium on hospital and nursing home visits. And this means that only if you have a family member who is in hospice that you can actually go to the nursing home and or to the nursing homes and the hospitals to visit. Now, I've heard some conflicting information about this. Some people say you can go, but they'll screen you. Uh, I'm getting contradictory information, even from people you would think would know. And that's fine. We will just be safe. And unless you absolutely need to visit, right now is probably not a good time. And I would say that's at least true for the next 14 days, next 2 weeks. If you do go, you can expect to be screened. So don't be surprised if they take your temperature or do other things, because they're being extra cautious. That's perfectly reasonable. All county schools will close sometime this week. Some will start as early as tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, so some will close as early as Thursday. Tri-County Christian School is planning the same, but their daycare may remain open on a limited basis. They are still assessing these things. Their phone number, if you need to reach them for child care, is 660-385-7188. And again, that's 660-385-7188. Next item. This is really cool. This is for our Callio community. We want them to know that we're there for them. And so some volunteers have offered to provide a takeout sack lunch to anyone in Callio from 12 to 1 p.m. starting this Thursday, March 19th, through at least Friday, April 3rd. This will cover what would normally be school lunch during this time. But it's not just for kids. If you're in need of a sack lunch in Callio, come and get it. It will be at the church's Family Life Center building. We are grateful for ABC Printers in Macon, as they have graciously donated a yard sign that we can temporarily put out front to inform our local community of this effort. So spread the word on that if you would. Next item, do not send mail to each other or to other people currently. This includes people in our hospitals and nursing homes. I know how difficult this is. This is a regular practice of mine. But there is the possibility that bugs and viruses can survive on surfaces for days at a time. And local mail is certainly within that time frame. So especially for the next 2 weeks, give a call or use another technological means that has no risk of unintentional contamination. Next item. If you deliver supplies to anyone in need, an idea is that you might drop it off at the door and let people pick it up at their leisure. You may also consider requesting the same courtesy if you are ill or over 60. Next item, our elderly, especially those who are 80 plus, are completely within reason to practice extra precaution. There's even some recommendation that if you're 60 or 65 plus. If you are significantly below this age, please see if they need anything. Check on your neighbors, your fellow church members. Let's take care of each other. Also keep in mind that a lot of people won't ask if they're in need. You're going to have to go ask them. That's just something I've discovered in time. Local store supplies. I've been talking to upper management of a lot of our local businesses, and they are working overtime to restock items as quickly as possible. If you need something, don't hesitate to ask, and I mean them, I mean us, just ask. Your need will be met. As far as I've come to understand from everybody I've talked to, the supply lines are good, just demand is overwhelming right now. So things will get here. It'll be all right. A couple of last items here. This may sound a little silly, but if you know somebody who's ill or in need, please let me know. There's a problem preachers deal with, and that is everybody thinks I know everything, so nobody tells me anything, so I don't know anything. So if you're in knowledge of somebody who is in need or ill, please let me know. I want to help. But sometimes I'm the last to find out, or I never do, because people assumed I knew, and I don't. So please let me know. My phone number is 660-415-7340. That is 660-415-7340. My email address is c3josh@gmail.com, c3josh@gmail.com. You can call me or text me or email me anytime, day or night. One final note, and this is to help. If anyone wants to get out of the house to come walk at the Family Life Center, call me and I'll schedule one family at a time and make sure that people have an opportunity to get outside or go to the FLC if they don't want to go outside because maybe it's a little too cold for them, or rain, or mud, or whatever. And it's just another way that we can serve the community. So if you and your family would like to come to the FLC and walk around, I do that on occasion for exercise, to just get out of the house. So call me, again, 660-415-7340, and I'll meet you there and make sure that you have an opportunity to walk. All right. Well, I will be back with you a little later today, once again, to talk about things you can do to help yourself, others in the community, and also separately a short Bible study on how God has already talked about things like quarantining and cleanliness all the way back in Leviticus, because He's our God. He's never abandoned us. He never will. He knows what He's doing. He always will. And so we have faith in the right things. All right. Well, thanks for listening, and I will talk at you soon. Signing off.